tables out of here, huh? Unless you want to sound again.
No, I'm good. Unless you guys need it. If you need it, I can. Just first up. Yeah.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
The water-resistant Galaxy S8, made for summer.
It's been a busy week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Start of a brand new month. So let's inspire you, make you laugh this morning. Of course, we've had some incredible stories surfacing online this morning. Let's check out now what has been trending on our timeline so we can hopefully get it trending on yours. What do you got?
Something very interesting. People love miniature everything.
Yeah.
Mini marshmallows, mini
Origami.
groceries. But how about a mini bed? There's a tweet that's gone viral with more than 145,000 retweets. Amberly from Illinois shared a photo of her pet hamster. Chip in a mini bed, and what's quite cute is she carries Chip around in the bed everywhere because it's just so adorable.
He seems like quite content there to just chill in his little mini bed.
Why is this the loveliest thing in the world? I didn't know what I was missing in my life until now. Okay, well, I can tell you what was missing in your life, a Pomeranian. I gotta tell you, they are so full of personality, they're so playful. This next video has garnered 2.9 million views and 86,000 likes and growing, and you'll be able to see why.
Which one's the Pomeranian? Which one's the Pomeranian?
Look at that. Play with the lion.
He's like, come on, love me, love me.
You know what that reminds me of? Is you've probably seen like that alter ego where you look in the mirror and you see the
that's what he
reflection you
how he
want
sees
to
himself.
see.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love me.
That's
Just flirting with the lion, you guys. Come on. It's a pretty amazing comment. So fluffy.
Oh, that is just too sweet for words. Hopefully that's put a smile on your face this morning. Let us know which hashtag video or story has caught your attention. As always, connect with us online, on Facebook, on Twitter, using that hashtag Expresso Show.
Thank you guys for the cuteness factor on your Friday morning. Really appreciate that. But listen, we are so happy to have the very talented singer-songwriter Gavin Edwards back on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Of course, he is known for his powerful live performances. But we've got him all morning, so don't go anywhere. Stay right where you are. We're kicking your Friday off. Here he is with a brilliant classic performance of Snow Patrol's Chasing Cars.
We'll do it all. Everything we're on our own. And we don't need anything or anyone. Well, if I lay here, well, if I just lay here, and would you lie with me and just forget the world? before we get too old, and show me a garden that's bursting into life. Oh, and all that I am, and all that I ever was, is here in your perfect size. They're all I can see. Yeah, I don't know where, confused about how as well. Just know that these things will never change for us at all. Said if I lay here, well, if I just lay here, and would you lie with me? Just forget the world.
Gavin Edwards live on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Good morning, my brother.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning. Come on, man. Don't leave me hanging.
Thank you very much. And look, this is twice this week that we've...
Yeah, that we've
chatting,
connected, man. He's back in Cape Town. You back in Cape Town, man.
I thought I'd be closer to Expresso, you know what I mean?
You see now. Listen, welcome, man.
Let me move in.
What a great song.
Thank you.
Dude.
Thank
Goosebump stuff. I hear Zoe was whispering in the background.
I was saying to her that she should come up and sing, because I could hear that Zoe as well as Leanne was singing in the background. I get lonely up here, you know.
Dude, that voice of yours, we know exactly why people love you so much.
No,
thank you very much. He's going to be with us the entire Friday. You've got a concert coming up at Cafe Rouge Saturday, which is going to be very cool.
That's in town, the short Market Street.
Yeah, which is
That's
cool.
Saturday, yeah.
And good news for Simeon fans, it's only $80.
$80.
Dude.
Yeah, they called me on Monday. They said, we heard you in Cape Town. Do you want to play on Saturday? So I said, look here, we've got like 5 days. Let's make it $80. Everyone come down. We'll fill the place and it's going to be cool.
Nice. Web tickets.
Webtickets.co.za.
Webtickets.co.za,
Cafe
$80.
Rouge.
Cafe Rouge this coming
Awesome.
Saturday, don't miss it. But we have him here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Make sure you stay tuned and also let us know what you thought about that performance. It's Snow Patrol's Chasing Cars. You can connect with us on Facebook and use that hashtag Expresso Show.
In the national news this morning, a first group of the almost 1,000 gold miners of the Sibanye-Stillwater Beatrix mine outside Tennyson in the Free State, who had been trapped underground for more than a day following a power cut, resurfaced a short while ago. Spokesperson James Wellstead said power had been restored, rescue operations were on the go, and the first lift had been brought up a group of miners. A severe storm hit the province on Wednesday, causing disruptions to the mine's power supply. National Assembly Speaker Baleka Mbete, National Council of Provinces Chairperson Thandi Modise and their deputies yesterday briefed the media in Cape Town on preparations for the State of the Nation Address 2018. They said SONA 2018 would go ahead as planned on the 8th of February, irrespective of a mooted change in the presidency. Mbete also said there will be no special sitting to debate a motion of no confidence in President Jacob Zuma before SONA. Now moving further abroad, UK Prime Minister Theresa May yesterday indicated that she would fight a proposal to grant residency rights to EU citizens during the transition period after Brexit. She said there had to be a difference between those arriving after the UK leaves and those who came before. Later, she jetted off to China to meet with Chinese President Xi Jinping to forge deeper trade ties after Britain leaves the EU. May began her trip with plans to announce £9 billion in business deals. And then finally, Facebook users spent about 5%, or roughly 15 million hours a day, less on the social network in the last 3 months of 2017. Facebook Chief Executive Mark Zuckerberg yesterday announced that Facebook did, however, report better than expected results despite the fall. He said measures such as showing fewer viral videos cut time spent on the social network. Zuckerberg said the priority was encouraging more personal interaction amongst users. Helping people connect is more important than maximizing the time spent on Facebook, he said. Well, that was your 7 o'clock news update. Let's get a look at what's happening in the world of sport. Here's Graham Richards.
Let's give you a quick overview ahead of a big sporting weekend. First, we look back, though, to yesterday. India took a 1-0 lead in their 6-match ODI series against SA last night after a 6-wicket win in the first ODI in Durbs. Winning the toss and electing to bat first, South Africa were able to put 269 for 8 on the board, with captain Faf du Plessis scoring 120, but with very little support. In reply, India easily chased down the winning target with just under 5 overs remaining. That second ODI takes place this coming Sunday in Centurion. The match getting underway at 10 o'clock and it's already sold out. And staying with cricket, ahead to tonight now, a new One-Day Cup champion will be crowned this evening as the Warriors and Dolphins face off in the final. The Warriors booked their place in the last showdown courtesy of an 8-wicket victory over the Titans in their semi-final, while the Dolphins beat the Cobras by 49 runs. Today's match at Kingsmead in Durban gets going at 1:30. Then on to rugby. The World 7 Series makes its 4th stop on the tour this weekend as teams take on the Hamilton Sevens in New Zealand. South Africa will hope to continue their winning run in New Zealand. Last year's outing saw the Blitzbokke take home the trophy after a 26-5 win over Fiji in that cup final. In defence of their New Zealand title, the Blitzbokke will have to first beat Russia, Papua New Guinea and old foes England in the group stages. And then on to football. First takes on second in the local Premier Soccer League this weekend as Mamelodi Sundowns come up against Cape Town City tonight. Sundowns currently top the table with 35 points from 11 wins this season. City lying 4 points back in second with 9 wins in 19 games played. Some other PSL fixtures to look out for this weekend. Wits taking on Chiefs. SuperSport desperately in need of a win tackle Bloem Celtic, while Pirates face off against Maritzburg United. That's where we leave our sport for now.
Well, let's take another look at the roads, starting off in Gauteng and Kempton. On the R21 southbound, there's been an accident that's just after the R23 Benoni exit, so you can expect heavy delays. And then moving to the Western Cape and Plumstead, traffic is slow moving. That's on the M5 northbound. That's from Dick Burton Road exit and the N2 highway interchange. And that's where we leave your traffic for now.
Thank you, Zoe. It's just after 7 o'clock. Let's quickly get another update from your weather and temperatures. And yet again, it looks like temperatures will be soaring today, reaching 30+ degrees in certain areas. And then from Port Elizabeth southbound towards the Cape, you can experience cooler temperatures with partly cloudy conditions. But I'll run you through quickly. Polokwane 20 minimum with a maximum 30. Mbombela 20 and nice and hot later on today. 34 degrees. Pretoria 18, 31. Johannesburg 16, 28. Mahikeng 18, 32. Klerksdorp begin op 17. Dat stijgt naar 30. Kimberley 19, 34. Bloemfontein 16, 33. Richards Bay very, very hot today. 21 minimum with a maximum 40. Pietermaritzburg 16, 36. Durban 22 and a high of 31. Mthatha 12, 30. East London 17, 26. Cradock 11.29, Port Elizabeth 16.24, George starting off on 14, reaching a high of 22 degrees, Sutherland 7 and a maximum 24, Cape Town 16.23, Worcester 10.28, Springbok 15 with a maximum 29, and Uppington also nice and hot today, 20 minimum with a maximum 36 degrees. That's a wrap of your weather for the 7 o'clock bulletin. I'll bring you a final update just after 8.
Well, we don't always get to report good news when it concerns miners being trapped. Of course, the hashtag Sibanya Gold, hashtag Beatrix Mine. We go to Beatrix in the Free State where 955 miners were trapped underground. The best news I think we've received all year. Every miner has now been rescued, and obviously it's gone mad on social media. Jacaranda News reporting that they've all been rescued, brought to the surface in the Free State. Nathan Daniels also celebrating the fact that all the Beatrix mine workers have been rescued and brought to the surface. SM Jurisprudence saying safety in mines must be a priority because mines contribute much to the growth of the economy, hence authorities must be proactive. We couldn't echo that more, but I think really, really great news. 955 all miners that were trapped in Beatrix at Sibanya Gold have now been brought back to the surface. Fantastic.
Well, we're taking a quick break on your Feel Good Breakfast show. When we get back, we're going to spend some time in the kitchen. Claire Allen joins us as we whip up a muesli bread on your Friday morning.
And then this Sunday, the 4th of February, is World Cancer Day, and we are shining a spotlight on a very special cause happening on Sunday. It's the Cancer Warrior Walk. More details after the break.
Only you can make my day.
Welcome back. You're live with Expresso. Thank you so much for tuning in on this beautiful Friday morning. Excuse me. I think one of the year's biggest health awareness days is coming up this weekend. On Sunday, the 4th of February, we observe a vitally important day, World Cancer Day. And sadly, the disease still remains one of the biggest killers worldwide, and certainly here in South Africa. This year's campaign is asking us to speak out and say, we can, I can, and I love that. This morning we are joined by the General Manager of the Cancer Association of South Africa, Dorothy du Plooy, along with cancer survivor Taryn Arendse. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us. I like the fact that you both nodded your heads when my fist went into the air. This is an opportunity, as heartbreaking as the narrative is here in South Africa. We have to be positive, and we have to look at the advancements being made, and we have to use these opportunities where we can stand together so much. Give us a no-holds-barred breakdown of where the situation is, Dorothy, at the moment. How bad is the situation in South Africa? Give us some statistics.
The 2008 statistics shows that there's 55,000 cancer diagnoses annually, and that is on the increase unless something is done drastically for reduction, early detection, screening, and services to cancer patients. And I think that this year, the tagline, I can, we can, is us taking it up with communities and cities globally and saying that let's take hands, let's see what I can do, what you can do, and what we can do to reduce our risk, to create platforms for lobbying and advocating for affordable, accessible services for cancer patients. That's a big issue in South Africa. And so on Sunday, we have the 4th of February as World Cancer Day. 3rd year, and it's done annually now, and we're really saying to the communities of South Africa, take it up, that you can and I can, and collectively we can.
We can. I absolutely love that. Taryn, you are a cancer survivor, so thank you so much for choosing to get on this platform yourself. Can you give us a bit of a window into your story? Why have you chosen to be a part of this campaign?
Because I believe telling your story obviously helps other lives, save other lives. Somebody told their story to me, and that's why I'm sitting here today, 5 years later.
Okay.
I was diagnosed when I was 29, so it was quite scary. But 5 years later, once you educate yourself and once you, because obviously it was new to me, I knew nothing about cancer. That is why even if it doesn't affect you personally, it's important to know what the risks are, how to prevent it, and just educate yourself. That's all I can say.
I think that's the heartbreaking reality, is that early detection can play such an important role, and it doesn't. What was the defining moment for you? Was it getting the right medical help? Was it a mental conversation you had with yourself? What was the turnaround for you? It
was a bit of everything. Like I said, I was 29. The last thing I was thinking about was cancer. You always think it can't happen to you. It happens to everybody else besides you. So it was a bit of everything. I must say, I'm the kind of person that takes every negative and turns it into a positive, and that's what it has been for me.
Oh, man, and that's, I think, a model to put it out there. You can see Expresso using our platform, and we love the fact that we've got a massive viewership who are very active and want to be involved. Dorothy, when you say it's time for us to stand together, what can we do? How can people help you?
I think, first of all, that looking at the next generation and look at the empowerment with the knowledge of how to prevent it, lifestyle changes, making healthy choices. This year focusing on schools, tertiary education, so we're looking at libraries, at sports clubs, etc. And I think that collectively, if we stand together and lobby for cancer to become higher on the agenda of decision makers, so that more budgets are made available for screening, for those that is affected and those who are at risk, affordable, accessible medication. It's very pricey currently. It's kind of out of the market, so that the cancer patient who needs it sometimes cannot cope financially with the burden of this diagnosis.
Well, we will continue to put out all of the details, and we are behind you. We do stand with you, so thank you so much for joining us, Taryn. Thank you so much, for using this platform. As I said, it's going to help a lot of people out there, and we love the work that you're doing, and let's make every day Cancer Awareness Day, especially this Sunday. Let's really capitalize. But ladies, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for the invitation.
So if you're looking to kick off your own personal campaign this Sunday, the 4th of February, there's some great scenery on offer, camaraderie, a sisterhood, a brotherhood. Why not join the One Step at a Time Cancer Warrior Walk from 7:30 a.m. Anyone and everyone affected by cancer as a survivor, patient, friend or family member can join in for the first edition of what will hopefully become an annual event.
One Step at a Time, which is an initiative of the Breast Health Foundation, has been doing phenomenal work in creating awareness around breast cancer. And with World Cancer Day just around the corner, survivors and supporters are encouraged to come take part in the One Step at a Time Cancer Warrior Walk happening right here at the Joburg Zoo.
The One Step at a Time Cancer Warrior Walk is a fun 5-kilometer stroll through the zoo. The event includes a wellness village with health advice, food trucks and giveaways.
Louise, the One Step at a Time initiative has been in existence for 3 years. What was the reasoning behind starting it?
We started the project to epitomize our journey with cancer, one step at a time. From the first symptom to the diagnosis, to the treatment, to your next appointment, you're always doing one step at a time till you get to the end of your treatment. It is all our on-foot initiatives. 3 years ago, we had a group of breast cancer survivors do Kilimanjaro. Last year, we had 5 ladies go up to Everest Base Camp. And it's about the triumph of the spirit. So this year, we've decided that we don't want to do all these extreme events all the time. We want to have everybody celebrating their journey with cancer one step at a time. So we're doing the walk in the zoo on the 4th of February, which is World Cancer Day, and it is for cancer warriors.
The event is one of many projects by the Breast Health Foundation, which was established in 2002 by one of the top breast cancer experts in South Africa, Professor Carol Ann Ben.
Carol, for those people who don't know, what kind of work does the Breast Health Foundation do?
The main aim behind the Breast Health Foundation is awareness and access to healthcare, particularly for women with breast cancer or breast problems, because it's not about thinking I've got a breast cancer. It's like, I'm concerned. What do you do? How do you examine your breast, and how do you access healthcare? And it's really important because 6 out of 10 women who get breast cancer have no risk factors whatsoever. So people always think, oh, it can't happen to me, but it can happen to anyone. My other role is that access to government services. So I've just come down from my Helen Joseph unit, which is the love of my life, and the concept that we have really in this country good government services, particularly when it comes to breast health, because healthcare is a fundamental human right. It must be something that you all get equal care irrespective. And this is the concept of a journey, one step at a time. And I do think we have huge strides and improvement in healthcare services, particularly in breast health in our country.
The day is also an opportunity for cancer survivors to celebrate their victories and inspire others, as Ntokozo Dludla does as a Breast Health Foundation counsellor.
So Ntokozo, you are someone who's walked the journey to recovery. Why is the One Step at a Time Cancer Warrior Walk such an important initiative?
For me, it's very important because first, it's on the International Cancer Day. So this initiative involves everyone who has cancer, families, everyone is welcome to come to the walk. So for me, it's a huge thing because we started like walking in the mountain, but now we are involving the whole South Africa to come and enjoy this moment with us.
And do you have any words of advice or wisdom for someone currently going through the same journey as you did?
Don't give up. Take one step at a time every day. But whatever second, minute, and hour that you're spending on this earth, enjoy it. Do something about it. Reach out, touch someone's life. It's all about that.
Now, I must say I was really touched by some of the stories that these ladies shared with me today. And as you heard for yourselves, this event is open to anyone and everyone affected by cancer. And not only will you be walking for a good cause, but you'll be doing so while enjoying the beautiful outdoors that is the zoo.
So for the first time on your Friday morning, we're jumping into the kitchen and it's all about baking right now. The raisin loaf just got a much needed makeover. We're turning it into a delicious muesli bread. It's packed with all those feel-good nutrients and flavors thanks to Jungle Muesli nuts and raisins, and is really a great start to your day or the perfect healthy addition to your lunchtime routine. Making it is a bit of a labor of love, but it's worth every single bite, and the lovely Claire Allen is here and she is going to be making it for us. Good morning, Claire. Lovely to have you back.
Nice to have me 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 back. Okay, we like it.
First time back in the kitchen this year.
Yes.
I'm super excited. Yes, baking bread is a labour of love, but it's worth it. There's nothing better than fresh
Look,
bread.
just listen.
There, and I'm going to teach you the trick.
Can you hear that? It's beautiful. It's crispy. It's just the way you like it. Okay, so what are we doing?
We're going to put this in our mixer. We've got some warm water.
All right.
And we've got some yeast, some instant yeast.
Some instant yeast,
Instant
okay.
yeast. It's all about that, and a pinch of salt.
Right.
Give that a quick mix.
I will confess, I've never baked a bread by myself.
Well, okay, so today you're getting some
Because
help
I'm
from me.
terrified.
No,
to be
don't be
honest.
terrified.
I am.
So quick and easy. That was quick.
No,
You smell the yeast already activating.
I
You've got
can
our
smell the
yeast.
yeast. It's good. Smells
Bread
like
flour.
bread. Right. So some bread flour going in there.
Whole wheat flour.
Okay.
And we're basically done.
Is that it?
Almost.
Almost.
Almost. We've got a pinch of salt, yeast, water. I'm going to add that in.
All right.
Mix that.
And what do you call that attachment you have there? Is that a dough hook?
The dough hook. It's an extremely important. There you
At least
go.
I
You're
knew
learning
that.
so much.
At least I knew that.
So we're going to use that dough hook. I'm going to mix this up over here.
Okay.
Now you can do this by hand. You can use a little fork.
Yes.
I'm using the dough hook because I don't want to get messy hands.
Yes.
But it's totally up to you. What we're going to do is just slow that down a little bit. I'm going to lightly flour my surface.
Right, so that's the
There we
dough.
go.
Okay.
That's the dough. What we're going to do is we're going to knead this now.
All right. So when is our Jungle Muesli nuts and raisins going to go in to give this one
Very shortly. So what I'm going to do now is I've lightly floured my surface. And what I'm going to do is I'm taking out my dough.
Okay, I won't lie, that was pretty easy.
Very, very easy.
Yes.
So what you're going to do is you're going to just lightly knead that for about 2 minutes. And the reason why we want to activate the yeast, and what we're going to do is we're going to fold in our raisins, because if you were to put in your muesli with the dough hook, it's just going to get separated, and you want to be able to incorporate it fully into your dough.
And it's going to also add a nice texture, adding the Jungle Muesli nuts and raisins. Of course, it's got the eighth natural wonder, which is, of course, your Jungle Oats in there as well. Which is great. So it still had the raisins. We mentioned raisin bread, but we're turning into a bit of a muesli one. There's nuts and seeds as well.
Can I get you to add that for us?
Yes, absolutely.
So add the eighth wonder. So what I've done is I've just lightly open it. So you want about 3/4 cups of our muesli. You can see all the beautiful, your coconut, you've got your raisins, a little bit more, a little bit more. We want it nice and packed full of all that flavour. There we go. So now we're going to lightly just fold it in like that.
Okay, I see.
Also lots of fun to get the kids involved with this. What you're going to do is once you're done with this with your dough and you've incorporated everything, you're going to take you don't want to lose any of that lovely goodness. What you're going to do is you're going to put this in a lightly, you can see the dough's quite sticky. What you're going to do is you're going to put it in a canola dish, a dish that's been wired with canola oil. You're going to let that proof for 2 hours and rise and double.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to skip 2 hours. And what we're going to do
you have to, when you take it out, knock it back down again?
Oh no, you don't have to worry about that. You can just put it back right onto your baking tray.
Okay.
What we're going to do is we're going to slash it. So it's a lot smaller now. Obviously, we'll let it proof.
Yes.
It's going to slash it to give it that beautiful artisanal look.
Yep.
What we're going to do is we're going to put that into our oven at 200 degrees. We're going to bake it. But the trick is you're going to have a big baking dish with boiling water under your bread.
Right.
So while you're baking, that steam is going to encase your bread and create that hard knock. Beautiful soft bread. The great crispy hard.
Sounds amazing. The keyword is jungle. SMS that to 33728. That's jungle to 33728. But if you've missed any of those steps, it really is easy. Come, I'm even enticed to try it. Here's those steps one more time.
To make the muesli bread, you'll need Jungle Muesli nuts and raisins, cake flour, water, yeast, salt, whole wheat flour, and bread flour. Combine the water, yeast, salt, bread flour, whole wheat flour, and stir into a combined dough. Lightly flour surface and knead the dough. Fold in the Jungle Muesli nuts and raisins and then transfer the dough to a greased bowl. Cover with cling wrap and place into a fridge for 2 hours. Place the dough onto a tray, cut 3 slashes into the top of the dough and bake for 30 minutes. Allow to cool. For the full recipe, visit the Expresso Morning Show Facebook page or log on to www.expressoshow.com. SMS the keyword jungle to 33728 to receive the shopping list on your phone.
Click on the link provided to view the recipe. SMSs cost R1.50, no free SMSs, T's and C's apply.
It's as easy as that. The keyword once again, jungle to 33728. Claire, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. So when it's done, when it does that.
Knock the door.
When you knock the door.
Knock the door and it
you
says,
can hear
please
it.
eat me.
Well, nothing like a fresh bread, fresh out of the oven. And you serve it some nice butter, and you've got some salt on there as well.
The salt, if you want to, it's going to absolutely pop. You've got the raisins, the coconut, all that muesli and goodness from Jungle Oats is going to make any normal bread
Brilliant. Brilliant. Jungle is the keyword. SMS that to 33728. Check it out on our website, expressoshow.com as well.
It's kept South Africans going longer and stronger for almost 100 years.
Well, time for us to take a quick break on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Tinus Jansen van Rensburg is with us in studio as he brings us a tech roundup from the week. We're talking about net neutrality. What is that and what could it mean for South Africa?
And then also very exciting, we go behind the scenes to what happened at the hashtag TIOT8 launch. All that more coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. You tune into your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso right here on SABC3. Lekker to be hanging out with you on your Friday morning. Right now, though, it's time for our Friday Tech Roundup of the week with expert Tinus Jansen van Rensburg. Now, if you, or even if you follow American news, you'll know that recently net neutrality was repealed. For those of you who don't, I'm one of those. I'm sure you have no idea what any of this means, but we're going to be sorted out because Tinus is here. And also what that means for South Africa. Tinus, lovely to have you, my friend.
Thank you.
Net neutrality, what on earth? So this net neutrality bill was passed in the US. What exactly is it and what does it mean?
Right, so net neutrality was passed quite a while ago in the Obama era, and now it's been repealed by the Trump administration. What net neutrality means is basically having a free and fair internet, meaning that it doesn't matter what you actually use the web for, on which website you go, which internet service providers you use, it'll always be a fair, level playing field. Now, what it means that they've repealed this act now, internet service providers can now dictate how you actually access certain websites. So they don't have power to block certain websites if you use their internet. They can direct traffic a little bit quicker to certain websites, and it also means that if you pay more, you'll have a kind of a fast lane. So it is an interesting move in that they're trying to open up they're trying to make the internet a little bit more what they're calling competitive, but I actually believe it makes it anti-competitive in its nature, because you can bid on seeing certain content, and that's not how we want the internet to work.
Exactly, because if you look at the internet should be it's the internet. Yeah. Everyone should be able to use it. Doesn't matter where you're from or what you do, but Is this something that we should be concerned about in South Africa? Will it affect us?
Yeah, luckily we don't have this issue as of yet. There has been a bill passed in the last couple of years that says we do want net neutrality. The thing is, we have seen kind of coming into the fore, the ISPs actually kind of doing a faux net neutrality in that they have a lot of shaping and throttling policies, which is now also kind of led to, if you pay more, you'll have a better connection just because of the way that they shape your line.
Yeah.
So we haven't gone all the way to repealing our net neutrality, but it is something people need to be aware of.
So taking a look at these policies, net neutrality, how will this kind of affect pricing in South Africa of internet? Because that's always a big thing when it comes to internet in South Africa. The pricing, we're always complaining about it. How do we go about then choosing the right type of internet that we need?
Yeah, I mean, it's a very good question, and a lot of people don't actually know where to turn when it comes to internet. So you have your wireless, you have your ADSL lines, we have fiber to the home now. So there's a lot of options, and the advice I usually tell people is just to keep looking and basically play the ISPs off of each other. They will give you a better deal if you tell them the other one is willing to give me a better deal on my ADSL line.
All right.
So always be on the lookout and be ready to barter with your ISP.
It's like the insurance companies.
Exactly.
You go back and forth.
Yeah.
I just want internet prices to get down, man.
It is going down, luckily, but not quick enough.
Yeah, not quick enough,
Yeah.
exactly. We need it like today, guys. Tieners, thank you very much. Interesting stuff. Net neutrality. Well, if you got any insights or thoughts on that, you can always connect with us on our social media pages, Expresso Morning Show, SABC3. That's on Facebook with that hashtag Expresso Show. And of course, for all the latest tech updates, head on over to bandwidthblog.com.
Well, stay tuned to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Entertainment blogger Phil Mpela still with us throughout the morning and also attended the highly anticipated launch of the tropical island of treasure, Maldives Season 8 that took place recently. And he's here to tell us a little bit more about what went down.
Look, any chance that I get to get out of Joburg and go to Sun City, I'm all for it.
You're not going to complain.
Look, it was a beautiful experience. I mean, I love that it was Brendan's first ever press conference, so it was very nice to see somebody like Brendan in that space where he's getting to kind of like see how it happens in the industry and what's in store for him for later on in his career. But yeah, it was a beautiful experience. All the, well, not all of them, but most of the contestants were there. Oh my God.
Living a pet life.
Yeah, and we got to play some games as well. Just to kind of like get an experience of what the guys were doing on the island.
Fishing game is difficult.
Yeah, well, I skipped that. I thought I was going to win. I skipped that. That part. Yeah, but yeah, it was fun. It was fun getting to meet the guys and mingle.
You know what? Tropical Island of Treasure is something that is just so fun and so unique. But what do you think sets it apart from other shows that we have currently running in South Africa?
Well, the locale.
That too, Maldives. Hello.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's beautiful. We don't get to see South African stars outside of South Africa a lot in all the reality shows, and maybe except for Uyanda's reality show on SABC3, where she's traveling the world. But generally, we don't get to see them outside of South Africa, and to get to see them in a setting like that, an exotic setting like that, it's a beautiful thing. And I think also the element of celebrity and ordinary people like fans, getting to like compete with their favorite celebrities. I think that in itself kind of like lends it a different thing from any other reality show that you see on television.
I like that. And you know what I quite like as well is seeing the whole group doing, being challenged and put out of their comfort zones.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, why does everybody have to have a six-pack?
And have like a banging body?
I mean, guys like us also are very active and get to do things.
Well, you know what? Yesterday we showed you all of the fun and games that the celebrities and consumer contestants got up to, and we are super excited. We've got some highlights for you from the launch.
Take a tropical destination, add 7 celebrities and 7 ordinary South Africans, and you get a recipe for R1 million treasure hunt.
Welcome to Tropical Island of Treasure Season 8.
The Sun City Resort played host to the launch of the 8th season of the wildly popular Tropical Island of Treasure. The proudly South African reality series promises action, laughs, suspense, and excitement from the dynamic contestants who battle it out in the Maldives.
It is a bucket list destination. It is a holiday destination that is also a honeymoon destination. I can do it over and over again. I had an awesome time literally living on water, and doing whatever you want in a beautiful place like the Maldives is a dream come true.
The launch event included a press conference where journalists from online media, print media, radio and television could ask the contestants their burning questions about the upcoming season. Then, guests were able to try their hand at modified versions of some of the show's games and see if they have what it takes to compete in Tropica Island of Treasure, Maldives.
Having done these challenges, I think it gives us a good idea of what the contestants went through. It may not be exactly what they went through and not as hard as they went through.
I think it's not even half of what they went through.
But I think it gives us a nice taste of what they experienced, and maybe we could do something. Maybe not dominate, but do something. Yeah.
At an exclusive screening, the media got a sneak peek of some of the challenges faced by celeb contestants such as Melinda Bam, Sbatlin Pisani, Tumi Foster and more, alongside their teammates, a diverse and vivacious group of people who beat out thousands of hopefuls to compete for R1 million.
The Tropica Island of Treasure platform really gives ordinary consumers the opportunity to showcase their own brands on the TV series. And I think it's a really good fit with the SABC, having its payoff line as "the stage is yours." Set in a beautiful location of the Maldives, we have one of the greatest hosts, which is Katlego.
I mean, it was an honor for me to to take on the job as a host, and especially being the first singular host as the games master and host all in one. A great responsibility, a bit of a pressure as well, but you know, of course, pressure makes diamonds, and I tried my best to flourish under that pressure. We had a great team behind the scenes, from directors to assistant directors, producers and writers that really, I think, did an amazing job at contextualizing and putting together a great show, and I think everyone's going to see that.
We truly have a great combination of South African celebrities who have partnered up with awesome South African consumers. So truly, we are bringing South Africa one of the greatest shows they'll ever see.
For all the fun in the sun and a taste of the smooth life, don't miss Tropica Island of Treasure Maldives, which starts Monday, 5 February at 7:30 p.m. on SABC3.
Wow, wow, wow. I cannot wait. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I have to ask you one more time. What are you looking forward to the most?
I can't reveal too much.
Yeah. Okay, go.
Okay, all I can say is that, I mean, like, this season is hot in more ways than one. There are some shows that, they're not going to get Twitter very, very crazy. Yeah. But, you know, I just wanted to say this, like, for an AFP, you know, it's a very tricky thing to do, an advertiser-funded program. And I love that what they did with this show is that it doesn't take away from the entertainment value. You know, you still have that entertainment value intact, and the branding just gets seamless in there. And I love that. I actually told them at Inside City that works.
Nice. Well, Phil, you're going to be hanging out with us the whole morning, and make sure to catch season 8, the premiere of Tropica Island of Treasure in the Maldives this coming Monday, the 5th of February. We are super excited. It's kicking off at 7:30 p.m. right here on SABC3.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. We promised you that would be a quick break. It's Expresso, your feel-good breakfast show. We're still with Phil Mpela, our entertainment blogger. He's joining us this morning as we take a look at what our international stars have been up to in our international entertainment news.
Exactly. Now, for months and months and months, there's been rumors swirling about Kirsten Dunst being pregnant, and now we finally have confirmation of it. Now, the actress confirmed the news in a stunning spread where she adorably cradles her baby bump in a mystical-inspired shoot. And while the exact details, as as to her pregnancy is not confirmed yet when she's due, if she's having a girl or boy. She gushed about becoming a mom soon, and this will be the first child for Kirsten and fiance of 1 year, Jesse Flemons. So we do wish them all the luck in the world. But yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, well, congratulations. Is she still a thing?
We haven't seen her on this circuit in a while.
No, hey, yeah, congratulations.
We're talking about a favorite.
I mean, I was way back when, you know what I mean? I mean, I haven't seen anything of hers in recent years.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I didn't even know that she was still making movies and was still relevant.
Yeah, probably.
But clearly she is, so I'm clearly out of the loop.
I was just having a baby, so kind of, sort of, a little.
Cool.
Well, staying with rumors, Charlie Puth and Selena Gomez were, for a time, romantically linked. However, neither of them confirmed the romance until now. Now, in a new interview, Charlie confessed that they did in fact date at one time, adding that at the time that they were dating, she wanted someone else. For example,
Love triangle.
Justin Bieber. Imagine being with someone but knowing this person wants to be with somebody else. Ouch.
Yeah.
Addressing their collaboration, We Don't Talk Anymore, he adds that their relationship gave rise to his other hit, like How Long Has This Been Going On, which according to him could not have been made if there wasn't something personal going on. Talk about awkward, hey?
Yeah, man.
Well, you know what? The thing is, they had a brief connection for however long it is. It really made a big impact on him, and I think that's what the message he's trying to get across is no matter how short or light it came across, it made an impact on him.
But is he dating somebody right now?
moment.
Because if he is, then I can imagine that lady sitting there thinking, "Oh my God, are you still hung up on that?"
How do I beat Selena Gomez?
You know what I mean?
Come on.
When girls do it, it's one thing, but when guys talk about their past relationships and how they still whatever, it just carries a lot of
and you're gonna hear it for the next 100 years.
Exactly.
Because women can be we can remember stuff. Eh?
Now, do you think that the latest girlfriend would be comfortable leaving him with her in the same room? Charlie and Selena in the same room?
Probably not.
No, do you know what I mean? Just creating awkward situations that needn't be there. Move on, brother.
I wouldn't have a problem because I would know that she still loves Justin. So, I'd be like, girl, you fine. You okay.
It hurts. It gets messy. Well, that was our local and international entertainment news. Of course, we'll bring you the scoop on Monday on what they got up to over the weekend.
Our celebs. But listen, one thing you don't want to miss out on is Ultra. Now, Ultra is one of the biggest international festivals, so it comes as no surprise that the South African leg of the show is one of the most anticipated events of the summer. And since tickets are on the brink of being sold out, we decided to give our Expresso viewers a bit of a treat. Yes, we are giving away double tickets to both Ultra concerts happening in Cape Town and Johannesburg this month. Now, if you want to stand a chance to win, what you need to do is head on over to the Expresso Show Facebook page and tell us why you're the biggest Ultra fan. It's as easy as that. Now remember, you have to be 18 years or older to enter and reside in Johannesburg or Cape Town to be eligible to win. T's and C's can be found on our website. That's expressoshow.com. Enter right now.
All the best of luck there. Going to be a massive event. The same can be said of tomorrow's festivities. Tomorrow, every hophead out there is actually encouraged to crack open a cold one and celebrate responsibly as we welcome in the second annual South African Beer Day, an opportunity to celebrate our incredible beer and brewing culture here in South Africa. And two such men who are driving forces behind the industry. We welcome Mark Fourie, owner and brewer at Riot Beer, and Letu Shabangu, owner and brewer at Ukamba Beer Works. Gentlemen, welcome to it. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us. Great to be here.
A really cool day, and I know South Africa's, South Africans, we love our beer, but we also love the fact that this industry is booming at the moment. Mark, it's not your first rodeo. Maybe you can give us a bit of a window. When you look at when you broke into the game and where it's grown to now, second South African National Beer Day, how much progression has been made here in South Africa?
A lot. I mean, I think there's definitely been a few waves of craft, coming into South Africa over the last 10 years and actually way back beyond that, to be honest. And I think it's changed a bit in the last 5 years. There's a lot more breweries, first of all.
Yeah.
Your shelf space, for example, is crowded with some beers that are of all sorts of nature. So, I think the creativity is increasing. I think that there's a lot of new beers, a lot of new breweries coming out. And, from a Riot Beer perspective, we were a small brewery once, and we've just slowly but surely grown. I think we're still considered very small. We're still a nano brewery, but we started out in Woodstock as part of the Woodstock beer movement,
The
which I think
originals,
everybody sort of knows in the craft space, and really trying to promote high quality beer and making high quality beer all the time.
Where did it begin for you? You're a relative new kid on the block.
Yeah, I think I'm the best new kid on the block.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, for me, I started working as a bartender basically in Waterfront. And while I was trying to learn more and be a better salesperson, I basically fell in love with beer, and I started home brewing, and I found like, wow, there's something there for me. So,
How difficult was it to make that step up to get to a point? Because you're entrepreneurs, ultimately. As much as you want to just focus on your craft and improving the quality of that, you've got to run a business.
It's been, I think the most difficult part is believing that you can. There's many times when you believe and then you doubt yourself and then you believe again and then you do that. Because when you believe, then you can take that belief and convince other people. And then you can take it from there, everything,
And luckily you love beer, so it's that easy. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do is start preparing that palate. You're going to take me through, for the first time ever, I think, on Breakfast TV, an actual beer tasting. You can give us an opportunity to really get into the beers that you guys are brewing. But thank you so much for getting behind this wonderful industry, yes, but also an opportunity to celebrate a South African industry that I think we're all very, very proud of. So gents, stick around, start warming up the palates.
Easy.
Easy. Nice. Well done, guys.
When you hear that beat, you know that we are one step closer to the weekend, but we're also one step closer to some inspired fashion news. That's right, it is the Fashion Fix on Vogue and on time, and our style squad will ensure that you stay in the know with the best in local, international, and trend talk news. Here to do just that, we've got the regular OG, Expresso fashion editor Nick Strelitz, and of course, blogger and also Mr. Fahine, stylist Anesu Chogogunsa. How are you guys
He is
doing?
taken there. Don't
No,
try
but listen,
anything.
when I saw him this morning, I was like, you look good. It's just black. I was like,
it's just black.
It's not just black when you're wearing it.
You guys are a
Good
lot.
to have you on the show.
Thank you very much.
Okay, wonderful. Nick, we're going to start it off with you with some local news. What you got?
Well, it's international. I'm going to take you global.
Oh, you can take me as global.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So the sort of preeminent publication, Vanity Fair, has come out with their big Hollywood issue. This is probably one of the most sort of in-demand, sought-after covers in the world.
Yeah.
It features like the best of the best A-list celebs from 2017, preview of 2018.
Yes.
Oprah, Reese, Nicole Kidman.
Everybody.
Look at them getting down.
Zendaya.
Zendaya. What's
Yes.
incredible about this cover photo as well, we have people represented in many different race ages. Well, Oprah, 64 years old, Zendaya, 21, really showing sort of where Hollywood's at right now. Opening.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan,
I
your
love
love
him.
interest,
I love
among
him.
others. But the big sort of scandal actually was the photoshopping debacle that sort of befell the Vanity Fair article. So if you look carefully, Miss Reese Witherspoon has 3 legs.
In this picture here, they're saying this is a leg.
Yeah, so you can
That
see.
might just be the back of the dress.
It is the back of the
It's
dress,
the back of
but
the
it's
dress.
just people on social media.
It's a leg.
Reese Witherspoon has 3 legs.
Yeah.
And Oprah, but you can see clearly Oprah with 3 hands in this little picture here.
No!
Holding Reese on her lap.
You guys.
She's a busy woman, but 3 hands, I mean, I don't know. I think it's a little much. The stars took to Twitter, though. Reese and Oprah took to Twitter to have a little sort of fun going back and forth, making light of the situation.
Yeah.
Vanity Fair also making light. I hope they correct it, which they said they will, saying Oprah needs 3 hands to amass an empire that
They're like,
she's...
as for Oprah, how can we expect her to juggle it all with just 2 hands?
How can you? Like, it's crazy. But photoshopping is a big issue. We talk about it a lot in fashion. Should they be retouched? Should they not?
Yeah.
Massive controversy in the past with people like Lupita Nyong'o for her UK Grazia cover photo in 2014. When they added hair to her without her knowledge. They just threw some hair on her ponytail. And she came out with this big sort of Twitter, Instagram tirade about how natural is beautiful. They didn't even ask her. They just threw it on her.
Yeah.
So it begs a larger conversation about what is appropriate with photoshopping and what isn't.
Okay, very, very interesting. And so
Very
let's talk about the home front. What is happening on the local shores?
Well, in local news, we've seen the South African flag flying very high in America at the launch of the Black Panther, much anticipated movie coming out very soon in South Africa. We've got 3 local actors, Atandwa Kani, John Kani, and Connie Chiume, who are all featured in the movie. We saw them on the red carpet, dressed in, South African designers. We saw John Kani dressed in the loved designer, Matkosa Bailaduma, along with his son. and they looked fantastic. I mean, look at that, representing South Africa all the way out in Los Angeles last Monday night, and designed by a very local designer who we love very much. Connie Chiume was as well dressed by a local designer from South Africa, and we can see her out with Snoop Dogg. Imagine, I mean, having a dream and now you're chilling with Snoop Dogg.
Oh my
And
word.
the same designer that designed her outfit for this event designed Miss Cosmo's outfit for the Met last weekend as well. Her name is Antheline, a local designer, and it was amazing. You can imagine this is all the way out in America, representing South Africa, and what more could we have asked for? On a totally equal and unrelated note, Kendrick Lamar was tasked into producing the album for the movie, and he's chosen 5 South African musicians. 5 of them, we've got Babes Odumos, Java, and Reason on the track list, and they are doing amazing. It's a very exciting year for South Africans, from fashion, music, entertainment as well, and I can't really wait to see what more we can do this year.
They are doing the most, and I'm so excited. Well, our Style Squad's not going anywhere. When we come back a little bit later on in the show, you know what we're going to play, our favorite game.
We know.
Or fail.
Thank you.
There we go, love. There we go. Just filling up on a Friday morning as we normally do. Listen, we're going to be taking a very quick ad break. When we come back, we spoke about being at SA National Beer Day. So we're going to be running you through some incredible, delicious craft beers. I'm looking forward to that.
Are we tasting it?
After my coffee.
Yes, we'll be tasting it. And then we have another performance from Gavin Edwards. He's with us. He brought us that beautiful rendition of Snow Patrol. More coming your way after the break.
Inside my head say you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaking, but I gotta keep trying, gotta keep my head held high. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle, but sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there, ain't about what's waiting on the other side. Said it's clown, oh yeah. The struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, well, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most, yeah. Just gotta keep going, and I gotta keep strong, gotta keep on pushing on, because there's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move, always gonna be an uphill battle, but sometime I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there, ain't about what's waiting on the other side. Said it's a clown, oh, it's a clown, oh yeah.
Just gonna swap out your cable again.
Yep.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You are live with Expresso. You don't need to rub your eyes. This is actually about to happen on Breakfast TV ahead of South African National Beer Day tomorrow. We've got Mark Fourie from Riot Beer and Letu Shabangu from Ukamba Beer Works in studio this morning, blowing my mind with some amazing facts about South African beer, about the craft brewery kind of mushroom that is exploding at the moment, which we absolutely love. But the best part about this whole day is that we're going to taste some of your finest fare this morning. So,
Awesome.
gents, thanks for bringing this through, and thanks for sharing your expertise. So we'll start with our lighter varieties, and then maybe you can each talk me through what sets those beers apart. So where should we start, Mark?
Right. We'll start with Riot Session.
Pop that baby open.
Let's get this guy going, huh?
So what sets Riot apart, man? What should I be looking for on the palate?
I think it's, for me personally, it's flavour. I mean, all the beers that we make have flavour in them. You know, essentially we're using raw materials that are natural. There's no sugar in these beers. It's malted barley, it's hops, it's yeast, and this personally. This personally is a little bit of a easy drinking lager. It's a Kolsch, it's a style of lager from Cologne. And again, easy drinking, light lager.
Very light, very drinkable.
But a more natural malt base coming through and just, really, really delicious.
So that's right, that'll go, and on a hot day, this will go down very, very well.
As it says, warning, this beer will disappear. So it's pretty easy drinking. Then I'm going to let Letu do Utwala.
Okay, where are we going to go on to now?
The next beer is from Ukamba Beer Works, Utwala, Sokam Saison. So this beer is made with local ingredients, the main one being sorghum, which is traditionally used to make
I was going to say, that is
komboti.
True traditional beer, man. I love that.
Yeah, the whole idea behind this beer was to basically create something of a modern beer that tastes and smells like umkomboti. So it's basically umkomboti, like remodified, basically, modernized.
Oh, that's lovely, man.
It's delicious.
Hey?
It's really good.
When you talk about flavour, I mean, you don't have to just stay in one lane with beer now. You have an opportunity to really push, and I love the fact that there is a traditional backbone in this, but it's smooth, man.
Yeah, we basically, I always say to the people that we're basically pushing the boundaries of flavour. That's what we do.
That is lovely, man. It's a nice bitterness, but it's light and fruity. It's got a lot of flavour complexity. That is lovely.
Very good. Still easy drinking too.
Yeah.
So, this is where I got into making beer. I like IPAs, India Pale Ales. These are
100%.
by style defined as full flavour, very hoppy, grapefruit bitter finish. It's a big beer. It's 5.9%. It's
So this you end your evening with. You don't start.
Well,
Well, it depends how much of an evening you want to have.
I personally like to start on it.
And I think the whole point here is we reiterate, okay, that you drink responsibly when you do this, and you do it in a responsible setting as well.
Of course. So first things first. Big nose, lychee, guava coming through.
Oh, that is fruity. That is lovely, man.
Well, it's very hoppy, essentially. And then all the same in the mouth. Lots of lychee, lots of guava coming through, and then beautiful, beautiful grapefruit bitter finish.
Oh, absolutely lovely. Let's quickly race through the last one. We've got literally about 2 seconds.
The last one is Ukamba State Capture IPA. So, as the name says, this beer
I love that.
Is made to be easy drinking, but very, very full of flavor. So it's a beer that was designed basically to be loved by the whole nation. It's, watch this space. It's going to capture the whole nation.
I love it, man. It's creative. You guys are being creative. The industry is such a creative space to play around in. Go and support your local brewers before you start supporting the big international brands. There is a world of flavor out there to explore. And again, please do it responsibly. But go and support these local businessmen who are doing such an amazing job. Cool. Gents, cheers.
Thanks.
Yes, to South African National Beer Day.
Thank you so much, Graham. Very interesting indeed. Right now, though, stay right where you are. We are joined by the Sparks hitmaker, Gavin Edwards. He's a phenomenal performer, but it's that smoky voice of his that captured audiences way back in 2016 already. Now, he will be performing at Cafe Roo in Cape Town this coming Saturday, so make sure you don't miss it. Tickets at webtickets.co.za. It's only 80 Rand, but it's going to be a brilliant night out. But before we get there, here he is right now singing Miley Cyrus's The Climb.
See it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaking, but I gotta keep trying, gotta keep my There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle, but sometime I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there, about how fast on the other side. Said it's a clown. Oh yeah. The struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, well, sometime might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. Yeah, just gotta keep going, and I gotta keep strong. Gotta keep on pushing on, because there's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle, but sometime I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there, ain't about what's waiting on the other side. Said it's a clown. Now, ooh, say it's a clown. Oh yeah. And I gotta keep strong. Gotta keep on pushing on, because there's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle, but sometime I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there, ain't about what's waiting on the other side. Said it's a clown, yeah. Said it's a clown. Moving, keep climbing, keep the faith, keep the faith. And ooh, say it's a clown.
And so we start your weekend. Gavin Edwards live on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, dude. That was lekker. Thank you very, very much. Of course, like I mentioned earlier on, catch him at Cafe Rue, Cape Town tomorrow night. That's what time does it start, dude?
It starts at, I think, 6:30 for dinner and all that, but I start at 8:30.
You start at 8:30?
Yes.
Awesome stuff. Tickets, web tickets, it's only 80 Rand, so make sure that you get there. I'm going to be there, dude. I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome.
It's going to be a lekker jaw. Gavin Edwards live on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Let us know what you thought about that performance. You can log on to our social media pages, Expresso Morning Show, SABC3, with that hashtag Expresso Show. Right now, let's get into your news.
In die nasionale nes, die eerste groep van die bykans 1000 mynwerkers wat na 'n kragonderbreking meer as 'n dag in die Sibanya Stillwater Beatrix myn buite Tennyson in die Vrystaat ondergronds vasgekeer was, is vanoggend na die oppervlak gebring. Sekspersoon James Wellstead sê die kragtoevoer is herstel en die eerste huiser het 'n groep mynwerkers na die bo gebring. Die reddingspoging sal voortduur tot almal op die oppervlak is. 'n Kwaai storm wat die gebied Woensdag getref het die kragonderbreking veroorsaak. Die speaker van die nasionale vergadering, Baleka Mbete, en die voorsitter van die Nasionale Raad van Provinsies, Thandi Modise, het die media gister in Kaapstad oor voorbereidings vir die staatsrede 2018 ingelig. Hulle het gesê dit sal soos beplan op 8 Februarie plaasvind, ongeag of daar verandering in die presidentskap is of nie. Mbete het ook gesê daar sal voor Sona ook geen spesiale sitting plaasvind om debat oor 'n mosie van wantroue in president Jacob Zuma te voer nie. Op die internasionale front, die Verenigde Koninkryk se eerste minister, Theresa May, het gister te kenne gegee dat sy 'n voorstel om verblyfreg aan burgers van die Europese Unie in die oorgangstydperk na Brexit te verleen, sal teenstaan. Sy meen diegene wat voor Brexit daar was, behoort voorkeur te geniet. May het vroeër met president Xi Jinping van China gesprek gevoer met die oog op stewiger handelsbande en wanneer Brittanje die EU verlaat. En dan ten slotte, Facebook-gebruikers het in die laaste 3 maande van 2017 sowat 5% of rofweg 50 miljoen uur per dag minder tyd op die sosiale netwerk deurgebring. Facebook se mede-stigter, Mark Zuckerberg, het gister bekend gemaak dat Facebook nogtans beter gevoer het ondanks die afname. Hy het bygevoeg, dit is belangriker om mense te help om met mekaar te kan skakel as om die tyd wat hulle op Facebook deurbring te vermeerder. Well, that was your 8 o'clock news update. Here's a final look at what's happening in the world of sport with Graham.
Let's kick it off with what went down yesterday. India took a 1-0 lead in their 6-match ODI series against South Africa last night after a 6-wicket win in that first ODI in Durban. Winning the toss and electing to bat first, South Africa put 269 on for the loss of 8, with Faf du Plessis putting in a captain's innings, scoring 120. In reply, led by Virat Kohli, India easily chased down the winning target with just under 5 overs remaining. That second ODI takes place this coming Sunday in Centurion. The match getting underway at 10 o'clock. Tickets already sold out. And staying with cricket, a big night. A new One-Day Cup champion will be crowned this evening as the Warriors and Dolphins face off in the final. The Warriors booked their place in the last showdown courtesy of an 8-wicket win over the Titans in their semi-final, while the Dolphins, they beat out the Cobras by 49 runs. Today's match at Kingsmead in Durbs gets going at 1:30 this afternoon. Then moving on to rugby, the World 7 Series makes its 4th stop on the tour this weekend as teams take on the Hamilton Sevens in New Zealand. South Africa will be hoping to continue their winning run in New Zealand. Last year's outing saw the Blitzbokke take home the trophy after a 26-5 win over Fiji in that cup final. In defence of their New Zealand title, the Blitzbokke will first have to contend with Russia, Papua New Guinea and England, our old foes in the group stages. Then a big weekend in soccer on the local front as well, as First takes on Second in the Premier Soccer League this weekend. We've got Mamelodi Sundowns coming up against Cape Town City tonight. Sundowns currently top the table with 35 points from 11 wins this season, while City lie 4 points adrift in second place with 9 wins from their 19 outings. Some other PSL fixtures to look out for this weekend. We've got Wits taking on Chiefs, SuperSport in desperate need of a win. They tackle Bloem Celtic, while Pirates face off with Maritzburg United. And of course, one last final shout out to everyone taking part in the Cape Town 10s. Man up, gentlemen and ladies. It's going to be a fantastic weekend of sports.
Well, let's take one final look at the traffic, starting off in Gauteng and Witpoortjie. There's some protest action happening at Grobler Park. Heavy congestion can be expected in the area, and it's been advised to please make use of an alternative route. Then in the Western Cape, in Athlone, on the N2 inbound, there's a stationary vehicle that's after Jan Smuts. It's obstructing that right lane, and traffic is currently slow moving from the airport. That's a wrap of your traffic on your Friday morning.
Thank you, Zoe. Let's quickly take a last look at your weather and those temperatures. And once again, it looks like temperatures are set to soar today, reaching 30+ degrees in certain areas. And then from PE southbound towards the Cape, you can experience cooler temperatures and partly cloudy conditions. But let's run you through those quickly, or those temperatures quickly. Polokwane, 20 minimum with the maximum 30 degrees. Mbombela, nice and hot as well, 20 minimum with 34 maximum. Pretoria, 18:31. Johannesburg, 16:28. Mahikeng, 18:32. Klerksdorp, 17:30. Kimberley, 19:34. Bloemfontein 16:33, Richards Bay 21, very hot later on today, 40 degrees maximum. Pietermaritzburg 16:36, Durban 22 with a high of 31 degrees. Mthatha 12:30, East London 17:26, Cradock 11:29, Port Elizabeth 16:24, George 14:22, Sutherland starting off on 7 with a mild maximum of 24 degrees. Cape Town 16:23, Worcester 10:28, Springbok 15:29, and yet another hot day in Uppington, 20 minimum with a maximum 36 degrees. That's where we leave your weather on your Friday morning.
All right, you can see all the madness and frenzy. We're going to get our stations cooking our full impala. Did we just make you really nervous there, buddy?
Very nervous.
Ooh, and it's alive. It's alive. And now we need to turn this guy on over here.
I feel like I need to stand far away from this situation. You gotta go.
How does that go? How does that go?
Okay.
We're going to need supplies here or something to turn this on. Okay, so what we're going to do here is, Phil, you're going to have 2 minutes to cook an omelette. If we can actually get this going.
Yeah, that would help.
Yeah, I know, it's going to need a bit of a support. So what we might do is, I'm going to mentally prepare you, and then we'll come back to this in a moment. What we need to do here is spend 2 minutes creating an edible omelette, all right? It's going to be a tough challenge because you're up against our Zoe Brown.
Well, I feel like we need to not scare Phil because I'm not a great cook, so this is going to be...
They all say that.
She is all sweet and serene, so now you know what's coming, my friend.
Yeah.
And you need to be mentally prepared because you are representing all bloggers across South Africa. When we come back from the break, our omelette challenge will begin.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back for round 2 of round 1 of our omelette challenge. Phil Mpela, entertainment blogger and a very good sport this morning, has joined us for the ultimate showdown with our ZBZ Brown. It is the omelette challenge. You've got 2 minutes. You've got 2 eggs. You've got some salt. You've got some pepper, oil, milk. I need to taste this omelette afterwards, so please make it edible. Are you ready to take on the omelette challenge?
Go.
Guys, in 3, 2, 1. Your 2 minutes starts now. Come on, Phil. Come on, buddy. Come on. A little bit of oil in the pan. Hands are looking nice and hot. I like this.
There we go.
Oil is smoking. Come on, Phil. Come on, buddy. He's shaking like a leaf. This is what we want to see out of our omelette challenge. To be quite honest, I won't enjoy it, but I'll accept a few pieces of shell in the omelette. Just want them to be cooked through.
How much time on the clock?
Zoe, you're flying through this. We aren't even a minute in yet. How are we doing time-wise, guys?
1 minute
1 minute and 30 seconds left. You guys are smoking.
I feel like I added too much milk.
Oh. I don't mind a milky omelette, so, okay? And I won't say that they are favourites, but you know how much I love you, girl. Phil, that's looking good, buddy.
Oh, I hope so.
Now, doesn't protest too much. For somebody who says he never cooks, this is looking pretty good. He's using the swirl around technique.
We've been
and the
advised to
spatulas
use
have
the
entered the fray. So far, it's looking more like scrambled eggs. Don't lose your heat, Phil. Don't lose your heat, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. We are approaching our final 30 seconds. Zeebles, are you making me a milkshake?
No, come now. We're going to get there. Have some faith in me.
50 seconds left, guys. 50 seconds left. You can do this. You can do this. Nice, Phil.
This is why I'm not in
You're getting good lift. You're getting good lift action there. We're waiting for the fold and flip.
Yo
is
Can I just
exactly
fold
right.
from here?
Come on, do it, man. Do it. It's your omelette. You can do it any which way
That's
you want.
the best that I could do.
If I have a milky raw omelette, dude, I'll still eat it because I'm that kind of guy. Come on, Zoe. You wait until that last second. I'm not drinking your omelette. We are now within our 30 seconds.
Okay, I broke it.
She broke it. I think you are conceding defeat. 7, 6,
I got it good.
5,
I got it good.
4,
I think you have to judge it on
3,
taste.
2, 1. Let me turn this off. Just to be safe first. Guys, well done. Can I get a round of applause for our 2 omelette challenge warriors this morning?
Mine's very
He doesn't want to let go of
brown.
the spatula. Zoe, what is that even?
Looks like a pancake.
I have to. It's my responsibility.
Okay.
Can I put a little bit of salt in it?
Good luck. I put a lot of salt in it. I wouldn't
you
put
really?
more salt.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of salt on
Good luck. That's exactly what you want to hear before you taste a an omelette, if this is an omelette, I'm going for one of the cooked corners and I'm going to...
Do you want some egg with your salt?
Well, the salt might have actually helped you in this case. So
Okay.
it might have blinded my taste buds. Okay, I did taste a bit of egg. It's an omelette and it was on the plate. So I'll give you those points there. Now we move on to Phil's. It's got a lovely
No,
colour
I think
to
you
it, man.
put some salt, a little
The
bit
texture
of
looks amazing.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, keep it simple.
I added too much milk.
It's cooked, okay, which has already put you ahead of Zach.
Basic.
That is a
Told
lovely
you,
omelette.
it's
Oh, okay. Thank you, gentlemen. We have our champion, Phil Impala. Yes, this morning's 2-minute omelette challenge champion. I might even have the rest of that for breakfast.
Oh,
well
no.
done, sir. Please stick around. We're going to continue to put you through your paces. You've proven yourself to be a champion in this field. We're now going to test you with a little bit of the hoop-de-loop challenge. Stick around. That is going to be a lot of fun. We might even make Zoe do it as well.
Man, we are definitely putting Phil through his paces this morning. Well done, brother. Well done. Right now, though, of course, we are in award season. Looking forward to the Oscars taking place on the 5th of March. We can't wait for that. So we're keeping you up to date as to what's happening with those nominees. So this morning, we are joined by JP Sebastian. We're talking about the best actors in a supporting role and see who has been nominated. Lekker, JP. How are you doing, brother man?
Lekker indeed. Thank you for the honorary lekker. I feel blessed.
The honorary lekker.
I don't know what that means, but let's just
Of
jump
course
straight
you know
into
what that means. Come on, you are South African, are you not?
Exe, yeah.
There we go. Exe. Listen, let's talk about this. Best supporting actor, or best actor in a supporting role.
It's a strong field, and I think, the thing is with these Oscars, we make a silly mistake of going, oh, well, because that one won, the others are bad. No. So I just want to talk roundly about 3 of my favorites, and the first one would be Willem Dafoe. Now, come on, you know this face. You were
Of course I
telling me
know
you
this
don't know
face,
these names.
man, yeah.
Most people probably would recognize him immediately as the Green Goblin.
The Green Goblin.
There you go.
Yeah.
And he was in some other beautiful movies too, like The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. In this one, where he's nominated for the Florida Project. It is gorgeous. I don't know how this movie isn't even in Best Picture, but that story aside, what I want to say about Willem Dafoe is he plays a motel manager in a very poor, rundown, impoverished motel where there are people just floating in between life and outside of life and whatnot. And he basically plays this fairy godmother to these little 6-year-olds who are just trying to see the brighter side of things in this life of poverty. So it's a very tender role. He's a stern guy, but there's a bit deep, warm heart under there. And it's very different from his usual villainous stuff.
But that's also because he's got this iconic villain vibe about him. He's brilliant.
He loves baring those teeth. And whenever you need a devil in a movie, even if you need I'm doing Home Alone, he'll be like, hey, I'll be Satan. But he looks so fatherly and so loving and tender in it. But this,
okay, awesome.
Next up is a movie that I've been raving about way too much. I think I've used up my quota.
Dude, you've given this one a 10?
This was a 10 out of 10.
This was a 10, yeah.
And it still is. Maybe it goes up to 11 by the time I'm done. So Richard Jenkins is a supporting actor in this. And you might know him probably from Step Brothers first, Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly. He's the dad who is up to his limit with those two. But in The Shape of Water, he plays an ally to the lead actress who is... he's a lonely dude who just lives next door, and he's not necessarily brave in life, but he wants to take his chance to find love, and he helps her rescue this, you probably heard by now a million times, this fish monster that she tends to. And he has to do this role where he's this timid guy, but he has to steal courage at the last minute, at the final hour, and just the delicacy, the care with which he portrays that. I don't necessarily think he wins it, but like I said, all of them are strong.
Exactly. Okay. Sam Rockwell, dude.
Lastly, and you know this face?
It looks strangely familiar, man.
Charlie's Angels bad guy, the dude who can't stop dancing.
No, is that him?
Way back.
Righto. Okay, got it.
No actual history of being nominated ever in the Oscars, but such an outlier and such an underused actor for some reason. Sam Rockwell is so great. Please go watch Moon. It's simply called Moon from, I think it was 2009. But he's nominated for 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. I just used half my brain cells trying to use that whole title.
You got it right. Well done.
Thank you very much. Sam Rockwell is, he plays in this a racist cop who doesn't want to help the case along for Frances McDormand, who plays this woman who's trying to figure out how her daughter was murdered. And he's just really a stick in the mud. He's not easy to deal with. But then has to make this transition to, is he still the antagonist? Does he become a good guy? And that's also not an easy role to play, but he's already won the Globe and the SAG, so probably in the bag.
So though there's just your top 3, I mean, there's other ones, Woody Harrelson. Yeah, come on, man. I'm a big fan of Woody.
We all love Woody Harrelson. And Christopher Plummer pulls off a miracle, switching in for Kevin Spacey in All the Money in the World. 2 weeks. weeks he gets nominated. So hey, good
Awesome
job to him.
stuff, man. Yeah, yet another reason to look forward to the Oscars. So check it out. What you need to do is we want to know from you as well. Who would you vote for? Who would you vote for? Go find the voting tab on our Facebook page as Expresso Morning Show SABC3 and give us your thoughts. We would love to know.
Well, it's time for the game that has been sweeping the nation. It's time for Fab or Fail time. And this is, of course, our Fashion Fix squad that's here. We've got Ines, who's still in the house looking fabulous, darling.
Oh,
in his leather jacket, And then we've got Nick Strelitz's Nick. Okay. So we're focusing on the launch of the Black Panther movie that happened. And it absolutely took everybody by storm on the purple carpet. So you know how this works. Usually we have a paddle. The paddle, unfortunately, has been stolen. We will launch a probe as to who stole the paddles. So
I know who stole the paddles, but I'm not saying.
So for now, we're going to go for this is Fab.
Cool.
And this is Fail.
Love it.
Okay,
Old
wonderful
school.
stuff. And then
Old
so you got
school.
it. This is Fab, this is Fail.
Awesome.
Let's
Hit
kick
it.
it off. You know how it works. I give you a picture, and then you decide is it Fab or Fail. The
Okay.
very first one is Oscar winner and star of Black Panther, Lupita Nyong'o.
Feels so
If I could do
cringy.
this with my toes
I
as
was
well,
gonna say that.
she killed it.
She killed it. She's in Versace. That color isn't easiest to pull off.
Yeah.
On her, she's got this like diamond encrusted bodice armor suit.
It's actually gold, yeah.
It's incredible.
The gold is amazing.
Metallic with this purple works perfectly.
I know. And on the purple carpet.
Ooh, she just melted.
Gold.
Melted into that
She
gold.
never gets it wrong.
No, she
never.
doesn't.
I've
Actually,
never seen
a
a
couple
bad one.
times. But
Okay, let's check out one of my other crushes. This is star of the movie Get Out. We're talking about David Kaluuya in Burberry.
I'm hitting this
No,
with a...
how dare
What
you?
are you doing?
Up here, I'm like, but down, it literally just went down.
Okay,
so
I agree with you.
I'm here. What, is that a skirt?
No, it's a wide leg like linen trouser pants.
No.
Yeah.
He's the star of Get Out, and he should get out of the red carpet. I thought of that.
Whoa,
right on the
whoa.
spot.
I still love you,
Okay,
David.
sorry.
Okay, let's go with Janelle
she
Monáe
is
in
fierce.
Cristiano Siriano.
Honestly,
Two.
I think I'm getting a bit confused between her sleeves. The colors, number one, don't
Speak the
complement. And
I am disagreeing with you,
Are you
man.
disagreeing? Why?
Blue and black is my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Janelle Monáe is normally in a dress code of black and white, so she's pushing the boundary with a blue sleeve.
I'm gonna have to disagree. I'm here. I'm here
Thank
with
you.
this one.
I'm here with you. I don't
I mean,
like the
those
white
sleeves,
sleeve.
like
Pick
what's
one.
happening?
Pick one.
Pick, choose one.
Yes.
If she stuck to one, then
dramatic
maybe I would have
sleeve.
gone up.
Dramatic sleeve.
You are
Of
dramatic.
one color. She's got one color. She needs to decide on a color.
Okay.
All right, let's go with Donald Glover, a.k.a. Childish Gambino.
Man,
feels so weird.
I'm very
They are
inspired
loving him.
for my next, I don't know what next event I'm going to, but I think I'm going to jump in on
It's
this
incredible.
look.
This
It's
is
amazing.
Dolce & Gabbana.
This is
amazing.
Dolce
Orange
&
rust
Gabbana.
suit head to toe. I mean, who else could pull this off? This guy has got it down.
Okay, let's
And
talk
that
about
shirt.
Yes.
shirt.
Legendary
Amazing.
actress Angela Bassett. Woo!
Love
Guys,
Angela
like,
Bassett.
This though.
This is the future.
60.
Wow.
Look at her. She hasn't aged a day.
She
I don't like the
hasn't.
shoes. I'm sorry. I would have preferred a
love the
metallic
shoe.
silver, but
Yeah.
You guys, let's just end it off with a slow clap for Angela
Man.
Bassett owning
She
the
killed it.
purple carpet at the
killed it.
Black
Stella got a groove
Panther
back.
premiere. Oh no, Stella never
Stella
needed
never lost
to
that
get it back.
groove, y'all.
She's been having
Oh.
a groove. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
I mean, for 60 years.
Right?
Come on.
Challenge. I'll phone you in 60 years.
All right, so standing outside here by the bride, we have the lovely Gabriela San Giorgio joining us as well, and of course, entertainment blogger Film Pello, who's here joining us this morning. We're putting him through all different kinds of challenges. But dude, it's awesome to have you, man. Thank you very much. Before we get into our bride recipe, which is going to be a lovely banana tartare.
Tartar. Actually, that's how it's
What?
pronounced.
Tartar?
So it actually sounds like
Tartar
you're saying
is something you eat with
tartar,
calamari.
but it's not.
Do you see?
It's tartar, apparently.
Tartar, wow.
If I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. That's what I
listen,
thought it was.
Okay, but before we get into that recipe, of course, you'll remember that around last year this time, the world was introduced to #SaltBay. Remember that?
Yeah.
We all got that whole down. Everyone got that going. But his real name is actually Nusret Gotcha, and he's finally opened a New York branch of his chain, Nusret Restaurants. And I think what helped him in terms of his business venture was the fact that he went viral.
Yeah.
He went viral, and this is what we're talking about right now. How can virality help your brand? Phil, so you're the expert on this, dude.
Yeah.
So when it comes to something like this, especially let's say Salt Bay, what a massive success story when it comes to social media. I mean, how can going viral boost your public kind of profile?
Look, I mean, you still have to have the business acumen because anybody can go viral.
Look,
but
he's
if you
had his
don't
chain
have-
restaurants
yes,
beforehand,
do you know what I
yeah.
mean? So that helps. So that's why he's able to kind of like, you know, capitalize on the virality and actually make a lot of money out of it. But I mean, we should be very careful not to let South Africans think that, you know, if you go viral in South Africa, you're going to become a multi-millionaire. You know, the fact that he was not in South Africa also helps in terms of his international footprint and international appeal. So yeah, that's it. Have the business acumen, have a business plan, and so that when you do go viral, at least there's something in the background that's going to keep you going.
Have the business that do something crazy.
Exactly.
Do something crazy. But listen, here's the big question. How do you go viral? What's the magic ingredients? What do you need to do?
There is no magic ingredient because like some of the most random pedantic things go viral. You know, brands have tried over and over again to engineer that viral video or that viral sensation, but sometimes it just doesn't work. Is that? And people don't realize that some of the videos that are going viral have been on the internet for 4, 3, 5 years and nobody. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's just a matter of somebody responding to that or somebody seeing it and then the other person like, and you can't pick when that's gonna happen.
Look,
you know?
man, I think it was authentic what he's done.
Exactly.
You know, being a chef and his relationship with the food and the meat and the way he approached it. I think that's great, man.
This could be a viral moment.
Let's try and make this viral.
Let's see what happens.
Gabby, so I don't even know how. I'm confused now. It's not tartar. Tarts?
No, but that actually sounds quite good, that first one.
Did it sound good?
Yeah.
So we're making this on a Braai, hashtag Braai Friday. All right, Phil, so you're joining us on this one as well. Look at this. It's a beautiful dessert, perfect for the weekend. Gabby, slap it together. Let's do it.
Well, let me do that then. Okay, so what we've got here, you saw that. We've got our butter over here, which is like an unsalted butter. So I'm going to kind of pop onto there.
All right.
And we've got our brown sugar. So if you want me to...
Sugar Bay, please. No, it's all wrong, Gabby. It's all wrong. You've got to get the elbow in there.
I'm not going viral today with my lack of skill with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that in and we're going to pop it onto our
just like
braai.
that?
Literally right, just like that.
Okay.
So
and
we're
that's going to
gonna
melt down into a nice little syrup.
Yes, it is going to melt down.
Right. Are you the braaier?
So you're just going to
not
just keep
particularly.
on.
Like,
Or
I'm
you
just
just
looking at the
attending?
sugar. Like, do you only have to do with sugar? Is there no other alternative beside that?
Well, you could use coconut sugar if you wanted to
okay.
be a bit more healthier. But sugar caramelizes quite nicely.
Yeah. It is a dessert, Phil.
I get that, but still.
And you don't have to eat the whole thing.
I know, like I'm looking at that, I'm like, hey.
So funny.
Right, so now we have the lovely banana.
Bananas, which we're going to be slicing lengthways.
Okay.
Just makes your life a bit easier in terms of making it pretty.
But what I love about this is you do it on the braai, do you?
Yeah.
So it's not a separate, you don't separate from your guests if you're around the braai, you know, so you literally just all there, you make it all together on the fire.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're going to do, we have our bananas, and what I'm just going to do is slice it lengthways. So you're going to probably get about 4 lengthway pieces out of this
Is there a
banana.
particular reason for that?
Yeah.
Just because when you make it pretty, it's just easier when the bananas are sliced lengthways, yeah.
That's
so
it.
it's just all about the look.
Come, Gabby, chop chop.
Sorry, I don't want to slice my fingers off. And so can you do me a favor and just give that a bit of a stir with our spatula, please? Yeah.
Come, there we go. Come on, make it look good, Phil. Make it look good.
I'm trying.
So listen, if you want to get your hands on the recipe, it's very easy. SMS the keyword dessert to 33728. That's dessert to 33728. And you could be making this delicious banana tart on the braai this weekend. Gabby, you've ruined my world. Tartan, I'm going to stick with that because, I don't know, because tartar just sounds like it's something you do with calamari.
It does, yeah,
I'm
that is a
sorry.
very good point, yeah. So that's actually looking very good over there. So you see the butter's melting quite nicely.
Do you want this to melt down completely before you add your bananas?
Yeah, kind of. So I think what we're going to do is that you can see it's busy melting down. It's going to take some time.
Yeah.
So
like
pretty much what you do as soon as it melts down, you're going to remove it from your braai. And obviously so we have our beautiful sliced bananas. So you're going to kind of like place them on your melted butter and sugar.
Okay.
So
So
that's the
you
kind of like
kind of-
action that you do.
Okay.
And then all we're going to do is literally you got your puff pastry, that you literally cover it,
Yeah.
cut it into a circle so that you can kind of make it nice and fit.
Okay.
And ta-da.
And then you have that.
We
You
have our
don't need to cover it or anything like that?
No,
what
literally-
is this for? You said you
so
cover
this is
it?
the pastry that you cover it. So can you see underneath you've got a beautiful like crusty pastry.
Yeah.
This is the whole thing with this dessert. So you actually put it on top of it,
And then you-
cook it,
okay.
and then you flip it onto a plate.
It's like an upside down cake.
I know.
It's yeah.
You see?
Yeah. So the
Full.
Did
you learn something new? That's all I want to know. Did you learn something new?
Yes, I did.
Listen, the keyword is dessert. SMS that to 33728. Try it out on the braai this weekend. Why not? It's hashtag Braai Friday. We love it on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. That keyword one more time is dessert. SMS that to 33728. You can check it out on our website as well, expressoshow.com. And just a dash of peanuts.
toasted peanuts because we're serving it with a beautiful banana flavored milkshake by Super M.
Okay,
So
so
we've
we
got
get
banana and we've also got peanut butter if you want. So
what do you do with that?
Or you're gonna serve it. So instead of serving it with like whipped cream or fresh cream, you're gonna just serve it with some milkshake.
Well now.
Delicious.
You know, it doesn't get any easier than that. Thank you very much, Gabby. Thank you very much. Awesome. Hopefully this one is going to go viral. I don't know.
Yeah,
you know,
let's make it viral.
Go
Come on,
viral.
guys. Do that.
Dessert to 33728.
Take a moment between the madness to just chill with Super M. Made with love by Clover.
Well, I suggest you fill up your coffee cups. We're taking a quick break on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. When we get back, we are talking about terrariums, how to look after them, and even how to make your own. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you after the break.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I hope you filled up those cups as we're about to talk about household plants, which are currently leading the light bait on Instagram. And the internet love leafy shrubs, cute succulents, and towering cacti seem to know no bounds. And accounts featuring plant photography has gained a considerable following, and that's seemingly in no time. And for many millennials, plant porn is basically the new hashtag food porn. And this morning we are joined by Philippa Dominguez, a collector of rare and unusual plants who was encouraged by a friend to start taking pictures of her plants. And today she is here, one of the creators of a spectacular visuals and an inspiring Instagrammer. Philippa, it's great to have you on Expresso.
Well, thank you for having me.
I came across your social media account at Check My Plants, and I love the pictures you've been posting. Where did your love for plants come about, and how did you turn that passion into photography?
Oh, thank you. So it actually started with a friend of mine. His mom lives in Uniondale, and she makes these tiny handmade terracotta pots, and she had succulents in them, and she came to Cape Town to sell some, and I just saw them and totally fell in love with them, and I started collecting mainly her pots and the plants together. And then the next thing you know, I've got a giant coral reef. It looks like a coral reef at home of succulents and air plants. And yeah, a friend of mine just suggested I take photos of my plants, and I started doing that.
I really like it. I mean, we have some of your photographs here. Talk me why they're all so beautifully framed. Are you doing an exhibition?
Yeah, so I started taking photos January last year, and a friend, actually not a friend, I met a woman called Kerry Basson who had a gallery in Cormier, and she asked me if I could exhibit, and that was in April last year, so it was within a few months, and I was quite surprised, so I said definitely. So I did the exhibition, and I've got a few prints, and people have been ordering from my Instagram directly, and yeah, so I've been selling them at the same time, which was a surprise, because I didn't start out to sell them, I just started out to
create them.
Yeah, create them.
I love that. And you know, that's the cool thing about social media as well as I checked out your timeline and you also have time lapses.
Yes.
Where did that idea come from?
So, I mean, I'm a filmmaker, so I'll never forget seeing one of my cactus flowers open. I didn't even know the cacti could flower. And then I woke up one day and I saw this beautiful flower and then I realized it opens at night. So then there was another one coming and I thought, let me try and time-lapse it. And I literally did this in my cupboard with some camping lights.
How long did this time-lapse take to film?
It took about 8 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And you post that all on your social media?
Yeah. So I've been trying to get better and better at it, but so I've actually moved it into my bedroom now, which is... Shame my boyfriend doesn't, he just has to deal with the no sleeping when we do a time lapse because I have to wake up every couple of hours to make sure that everything's still okay.
Okay, well that's absolutely incredible. What are you, I mean I love the time lapse idea, it's very unique, but what's next for you in terms of your social media and even your plant photography?
Well, I mean, I'd love to start seeing my plant photography in maybe like a boutique hotel or just teaming up with an interior designer and seeing what I can do with my plant photography. And I'd love to do some more time lapses too, because it's just the beginning. I mean, there's so many plants that I have that I'd love to do time lapses, but...
I definitely think you should definitely continue with the time lapse. It's unbelievable. It's mesmerizing. Philippa, thank you so much for joining us this morning and sharing your beautiful photographs with us and your art. And if you want to follow her on social media, do so. It's at Check My Plants. That's on Instagram. And that is definitely all the inspiration you need for your Friday.
Talking about inspiration, if you're interested in testing out your green fingers but don't have the space to do so, well then a DIY green terrarium is just what you need. These mini tabletop gardens are fun to create and are a great way to perk up your indoor space. And here is how.
If you have a green thumb but minimal garden space, why not create your own mini world of lush and beautiful plants by making your own terrarium? As for the plants, the sky is the limit. Choose any plant that will fit into your jar, but also make sure it won't grow too tall. Terrariums are easy to make. They are low in maintenance and they really can live indefinitely using minimal water. For today's how-to, you will need a clear glass jar or bowl or whatever container you have on hand, rocks or pebbles, activated charcoal, potting soil appropriate for your plants, some moss, figurines, sticks or decorative items, those are optional, various small plants, a spoon and a pair of scissors. Source for containers from second-hand stores or just look through the house for whatever you have on hand. Old glass coffee jars also make for beautiful terrariums. You can leave it open or closed, it's totally up to you. Remove any price tags or stickers from your containers and wash both the interior and exterior thoroughly to ensure that there are no unwanted residues that could affect the health of your plants. Once your containers are ready, fill the bottom with rocks and pebbles. This is to create a false drainage layer so the water can settle and not flood your plants. The size of your pebbles will depend on the size of your containers. The activated charcoal looks exactly like what you would expect it to, and it's messy. You don't need much, just enough to cover the rocks. The charcoal will improve the quality of your little world, including reducing bacteria, fungi, and odors. Cacti and succulents need a special soil compared to most other plants. Be sure to grab the appropriate bag of soil depending on the plant you choose. Add enough soil to your container so that the roots of the plant have enough space to fit and be able to grow. Take your plant out of the pot and break up the hard soil ball until you get down to the roots. If you're breaking the plant into multiple parts, be gentle. Using a spoon, dig a well to place your plant roots in. Simply add more pebbles to the top and compact the sand down at the base of the plant. After you're done planting, you can add little accessories like a blanket of moss, little figurines, sticks, stones, or even a layer of rocks. This is your little world and you can put whatever you like in there. Aren't these adorable? Remember to give your terrarium a little bit of water. Unlike most plants in your house, these don't need to be soaked, they just need a spray here and there. view more of our how-to videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have any suggestions, head on over to our Facebook page and drop me a message. Oh, I hope you enjoyed that one. And if you haven't noticed yet, the little terrariums are all across studio, so you'll see them one time or another. And speaking of terrariums, you know, whether they're created with succulents, cacti, or tropical plants, like any other tiny, they literally are like tiny little universes. And there's something absolutely fascinating and beautiful about a self-contained plant landscape, and that's within a glass vessel, and that when properly assembled and cared for, these little ecosystems will thrive for years. And terrariums care might seem a little bit daunting, but there's no reason for you to be worried about, as we are joined this morning by Aaron Frost from Glass Gardens, and he's here to show us exactly how you need to look after your terrariums, and he's here also to share some tips on creating your own. Aaron, good morning.
Hey, thanks, eh?
Where did your love for terrariums come from?
Growing up, I was a Boy Scout, and I spent most of my weekends out in nature, so hiking, camping, and I was exposed to a lot of plants. And fortunately, we have a big garden where I grew up with my parents. And most of my time after school, I'd spend it outside seeing my mom gardening. And yeah, I just got inspired by the love of plants, succulents. I was a little bit fascinated by bonsai originally, but it's quite an expensive hobby starting out as a youngster. So I saw on Pinterest actually like a glass jar with a plant inside, and it was sealed. And apparently it had been closed for about 20 years. And it had created its own ecosystem. So what would happen, the water would evaporate during the day and condense at night, and it would be self-sufficient. So I gave it a try. I took an old jam jar, put some soil and seeds inside, turned it upside down, and it grew, and I think it's still alive today.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Now I see you've already started building one. You can do a little bit of a demonstration.
Yeah.
What are some of the things we need to keep in mind when building our own terrariums?
So there's two types of terrariums. There's the closed terrarium, this one over here with a sealed lid or cork lid, and then there's the open jar terrarium. Typically with the open type of glass, you would choose a succulent, which doesn't necessarily like that humidity, whereas a fern can do just fine with the closed sealed glass. Some tips to keep in mind, create layers. So typically the bottom layer would be done with pebbles. That would allow the water to filter through. This over here is perlite. Typically it's used to mix with the soil to create airflow.
Okay.
It's also a very good absorber and capture of water. So that would capture any excess water that does fall into the glass. We have here sphagnum moss. This again just helps filter some of that excess water once you water in the plants. And then again, just choose a high quality potting soil and yeah, get to work.
You can get to work. You know what, I love this. And you know, the idea of looking after them seems daunting. So I'm assuming the ones that are on the closed lids, they look after themselves. You don't have to open it up. But the open ones, should you water them at all? Because I know, you know, succulents don't always like moisture.
Okay, so it depends on which type of plant you're going to be working with. So do a little bit of research before you create a terrarium. Understand what the plant wants, but going with one of the popular ones from a nursery, typically you can water it once to twice a week. My sort of rule of thumb is if it looks like it needs water, just give it a light spray. You could just use one of those or a jug, and you just focus on spraying it right at the base. There's no need to water the entire soil layer, just around the base of the plants. When it looks dry. Succulents, yeah, super low maintenance, perfect for the office or your desk at home.
Yeah, no, I think this is going to be so much fun to have this at home. Aaron, thank you so much for joining us this morning and showing us how easy it is to incorporate these cute little ecosystems within your own home.
All right, practicing, here we go. Oh, buddy, we're going to take a quick break, but we're going to squeeze in a lot after the break, man. Absolutely, we're heading back to the bride. Gabby is here, son Giorgio, she's just too adorable. Listen, we're making bride marshmallow milkshakes, all right? If that's something that sounds good, you need to put that on your menu.
We'll burn it off, the shifters are in the house. Give us a move there, give us a little taste of what you got for our Friday dogs.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, she made me feel good. Goosey's on my skin. That damn is good, yeah. Said I wanna make her feel good. Hands in my pants so I can't sit still. So good, yeah. Goody, 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 it's a goody, goody, goody. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, but I couldn't get that goody. Gotta get that goody so that booty gonna get it. I just want a cake, so she asked me, should I split it? What? No, she gotta go. Booty so big, it's disrupting the flow. They tight, a round of applause, it's a show. Scotty emotion, she helped me to grow. Bossing everywhere like she all in a rush. Berry on my mind like I can't get enough. Calling me Hillary, she not the duff. Beated it up, didn't know she was tough. Fighting that kitty, she liking it rough. I got the key and she stuck in the cuff. Tricks up my sleeve, I can show you the stuff. Hey, yeah, she made me feel goosies on my skin. Said I wanna make her feel hands in my pants so I can't sit still. So good. Goosies on my skin. Tag them, it's good, yeah. Said I wanna make her feel good. Hands in my pants so I can't sit still. So good, yeah. Put your right hand up, put your left hand up, put your foot to the floor, now. Put your right hand up, put your left hand up, put your foot to the floor, now. Put your right hand up, put your left hand up, put your foot to the floor, now. Good, goosies on my skin, so good, yeah.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. Now, Expresso Morning Show has remained at the top spot on the list of the top 25 African brands on social media on the Africa Brand Index powered by Ornico. And calculated every month by an aggregate of dozens of social signals, it gives an up-to-date report on the brands creating the most impact on social media. And we're back with entertainment blogger Phil Mpela to give us insight on what sets Expresso's social media platforms apart from the rest, because that's why we bring the experts in. Phil, so good to have you on the show this morning. Now, a little bit later on, we spoke about how personal brands should be, or what they should be doing to make sure that they are getting ahead when it comes to social media. But let's talk about big brands. Why should big brands do the same?
I think with big brands, it's about engagement and understanding that the community of your consumer base and whatever does not only exist in the real world, it exists in the digital world as well. So engagement is very important, because when you are engaged with your consumers and stuff like that, their accounts, there's a cross-pollination that happens. When you engage with the small amount of community that you have there, that community has other people following them and stuff like that. So your brand gets a bit more exposure and recognition beyond just that pool.
And I also think it's got a lot to do with relationship.
Exactly.
People aren't necessarily looking to read, what other people that they don't know have to say. They want to hear from you what your engagement was with that particular product.
Like I always say this, that I mean, when you look at the brands that are very popular on social media and stuff like that are brands where whoever's running their account engages with the people. Do you know what I mean? So that the people feel like, oh, I'm talking to a person. I'm not just talking to a name or a company. I'm actually talking to a person. I mean, it's got its own negative things, because I mean, sometimes certain posts or engagement can be misconstrued and turn into something else that it wasn't meant to be. But for the most part, it's a positive experience and it helps brands. And that's why I think Expresso benefits from that as well, is that your account is run very well. Your social media accounts are run very well. Whoever's running them is engaging with people, and there's a dialogue happening.
100%. Why do you think it is that that Expresso continuously and consistently keeps that top spot? Or let me put it in another way. What is it that we're doing right?
Look, linear television watching it's getting out right now, and it's very hard for television programs to keep relevant right now and keep a consistent number of viewers and stuff like that. So what you guys are doing right is that because you're a morning show, and you are the only morning show right now that is much more fun and lighthearted and stuff like that, you don't veer too far away from that.
Yeah.
So people know that, okay, if I wake up in the morning and I'm feeling all blue and whatever, that's where I'm going to go because I'm going to get my information and I'm going to get, cheered up at the same time.
Yeah.
And that in itself, with the engagement that you have on social platforms, keeps you ahead of everybody else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We talked about it. Authenticity, consistency, being relevant and being real
And
at the
engagement.
end of the day. Come on, and engagement. Phil Mpela in the house, everybody. He's not going anywhere. We've got him a little bit longer. We need to see how his hips do in Hoop the Loop. But here's to Expresso, going from strength to strength in the African digital sphere.
All right, so hashtag Braai Friday continues with the lovely Gabriela Sangiorgio this morning. Now, when it comes to the braai, it's not only for your meats and your vegetables or whatever else you can make on the braai, but you can actually put together the most amazing desserts, like we've seen with our banana creation earlier. But right now, we're going to show you how to make a toasted marshmallow milkshake from the braai. And I think this is great if everyone comes together after the braai, maak 'n ou staan vuurtjie aan die kant, jy weet, and then you make this delicious milkshake. So, Gabby, take it away. Floor's yours. Braai is yours.
Thank you. Well, so we've got our Super M milkshake over here, which is basically our base of our dessert today.
Okay.
So this is a little trick. So what you're going to do is you want just create some textures because we're doing a bit of a freak shake. Basically, you're going to just put your chocolate like this so it melts down your glass.
Right.
So it actually looks quite cool because then you put your milkshake in and you've got these textures of chocolate on your glass.
Right.
So it doesn't have to be neat. I mean, you can be a bit messy about it.
Of course.
So basically we've got this here, and then
you're
you'll
going
see.
for the more chocolates. There we go.
There we go. And all we're going to do,
all over,
So what the nice thing with this is that the milkshake will actually harden the chocolate, so it won't be too melty, which is quite cool.
That's it. And you can scrape it out afterwards.
Exactly.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is we're actually going to just pop our marshmallows onto our braai.
Okay.
So I'm just going to put them over here because the coals are quite hot.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put this over here. And obviously, if you have an open flame at home, it will go a lot quicker.
Yes.
But you get the idea.
We get the idea. We know how to toast marshmallows.
Well, yeah. So we got our Super M milkshake.
So we're using our Clover Super M chocolate, by far my favorite flavour.
Oh, so yum. So you're going to pour that in there and top it up.
And this is, once again, quick and easy.
Oh, yeah.
Because when it comes to a braai, you want things to just flow.
Exactly.
To be nice and easy.
Just be very quick. And I want the kids to get involved as well, which is nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to top it up there. And what we're going to do now, we're going to do our finishing touches. So we've got a little bit of whipped cream over here, which I'm going to kind of put a bit of a dollop on.
All right.
Just on top.
Okay. Well, that does look absolutely delicious so far.
Thank you.
Thank you, she says.
So we've got our milkshake, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop in a little flake.
Wow.
Over here.
Okay, so this is the freak shake element coming in now.
Yes, and we're going to do some broken vibes.
Some broken vibes.
And then we've got our chocolate sprinkles.
Wow, look at that. Look how quickly it transformed into something absolutely Instagram worthy.
Oh, thank you.
Sure. Phil Mpela will be very, very proud that we are making this. It's going to go viral, people. It's going to go viral.
So what we're going to do is we're going to chuck in our toasted marshmallows. And if you want to actually be quite creative and do a whole vibe, we can do a little stick-in vibe.
Okay, all right.
If you want that. That actually does not look very nice. I would not do that at home. I would just take the marshmallows off the stick.
But she took the risk. It's all about taking risks.
Don't do that.
Sometimes it just doesn't work, but it's okay.
And then all we do is do a little bit of a dollop of just chocolate again, as big as we can. So there we go, our freak shake.
Actually, it works. It actually works. Just want to check, is your marshmallow still okay over there?
Yeah, marshmallows.
We don't want to lose it. Don't waste marshmallows.
It's coming along. It's looking toasty.
The keyword is drink. SMS that to 33728 is drink to 33728 for your monster milkshake, just like this one using our Clover Super M chocolate flavor. It's a great way, I think, to end off any braai. It's weekend, guys. It's weekend.
Okay.
Get excited. The recipe will be on our website as well. That's expressoshow.com. Put it there.
Thanks.
Thanks for taking risks on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Take a moment between the madness to just chill with Super M. Made with love by Clover.
It's definitely weekend, and the fun continues with the Afternoon Express team as they're getting ready for the weekend with a nostalgic treat that the whole family, in fact, will enjoy. Join them in the kitchen as they'll be preparing a decadent, mouth-watering peppermint crisp sandwiches. It is the perfect bite-sized treat for the whole family, and it's something that you can do to spoil your loved ones. And the best part is, it's right before Valentine's Day.
What that funky beat means. Okay, it's been 30 minutes and done. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant
What a workout.
stuff. Phil and Pella, you have been the best sport ever today. Thank you so much. Thanks for sharing some of your incredible knowledge with us, yes, but also for kind of throwing down, because that's what the show is all about.
Yeah,
so this is the ultimate challenge.
This is what I've been waiting for, to
This
be
is
honest.
the hoop-de-loop challenge. Everything else means nothing if you cannot get this right.
Have you warmed up?
Have you got there? Have you warmed up?
Hopefully my African rhythm.
You're saying it's genetics that's going to pull you through. So the vibe here is we're going to give you 100 points if you can keep this large remedial hoop going for 30 seconds. And it might sound like a few, but it's going to feel like an eternity. We're going to give you a funky beat though. So you're going to get those hips working. If you drop it, you lose 10 points.
Okay.
You drop it 3 times, it's game over. If you complete your 30 seconds, we're going to throw a few more hoops on there and you get an opportunity.
Obviously, till the ultimate, this is where we want to go.
I don't know how. I don't know how. We have faith. We have
That's
faith.
been too ambitious.
All right, so are you ready?
All right, brother, the hoop. There we go.
It's all yours. This is not a game. This is real
No,
life.
you must take it, dude. I'm not going to start it for you. Otherwise, I'm going to deduct 10 points.
Own the hoop, Phil.
All
Own
right,
it.
brother. This is
Move yourself
serious.
forward. We don't want to bash our little stand here.
You're an athlete, bro. You're an
Come
athlete.
on, you're the tiger's eye in 3, 2, 1. Go for it, Phil. Come on, buddy.
The loop.
Come on. It's all in the legs. It's all in the legs.
No, all right, come on. What's the warm up? Strike 2.
Oh, that's 2.
All right, no, Phil.
Focus. Feel it.
Take a breather. Take a breather. Let's
Feel it.
focus.
Yeah. Feel it.
Think about this. Think about what you're about to do. All right, this is for the nation. Bro, this is for the nation.
Enough
Everyone
This is your
is
generation.
watching.
This is for all bloggers anywhere in the world.
Okay, let's try again.
Come on, Phil. Come on, Phil.
Yeah.
You had swag there, though. You went out in style. Just do it for yourself, man. Do it for yourself. Look, I will say...
Brother, where's that African rhythm?
You approached it...
One black man in Cape Town with no rhythm.
No, you're talking to the 2 guys with the least amount of rhythm on the planet. But thank you so much. You've proven yourself to be a worthy champion. I'm still loving that omelette you made for me this morning.
Thank you guys for having me.
You made it with love.
You are such a
absolute
champ.
pleasure
Thank
having
you.
you, dude. And I think your star is just on the rise, dude. So we
that
look
means a
forward
lot.
to...
I mean, for somebody who's been in the industry for this long.
I'm old, is what he's saying. Someone that is as old as you. Phil, we love you, brother. Thank you so much for joining us this morning and playing along.
So wonderful having Phil and Pella on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, but do not go anywhere because after the break we have the amazing Friday Dance.
Every morning on Expresso, we bring you the best in feel-good entertainment and awesome moments to start your day with a smile.
So I was gonna get some models up on the show, but I was like, if you got this body, why not
Britney,
just
everybody.
do it yourself?
Okay.
Right?
What's cooking? Good looking. All right, it's smoky, but it's supposed to be smoky.
It's
right?
ambiance.
Great
Okay.
shit on the bio.
Yeah, man.
Don't worry.
Don't miss Expresso, weekdays 6:30 to 9 a.m. on SABC3.
Yeah, she made me feel good. Goosey's on my skin. Damn, it's good, yeah. Said I wanna make her feel good. Hands in my pants so I can't sit still. So good, yeah. Goody, it's a goody. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, but I couldn't get that goody. Gotta get that goody, so that booty gonna get it. I just want a cake, so she asked me, should I split it? What? No, she gotta go. Booty so big, it's disrupting the flow. They ain't tight, a round of applause, it's a show. Scotty emotion, she helped me to grow. Bossing everywhere like she all in a rush. Berry on my mind like I can't get enough. Calling me Hillary, she not the duff. Beat it up, didn't know she was tough.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back, you beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in for what has been the most spectacular week. There's only one way to round it off. The Friday Dance is back by popular demand, and we've had some of the best dancers in the country join us for it. And the same can be said of the shifters. Been watching you guys practice. There's something old school, there's something nasty about those faces, man. This morning, you guys are going to be performing to chase one of your original songs. Goody, it sounds fantastic. I'm going to give you the microphone there, man. Where does your heart lie? Are you a singer? Are you a dancer? How does this all kind of meld together, man?
See, I just like to think of myself as an artist. So dance, singing, acting, whatever it be, I like to do everything that has art, that has to do with art.
How cool is it being able to dance to one of your own tracks, man?
I don't know, it feels really good. It feels good. It feels,
it feels good.
It feels cool. Yeah, it feels good.
What is the song about? Just give us a bit of context.
Okay, well, see, it's about a girl that
Of
makes
course.
me feel good.
Of
obviously.
course it is.
So can I leave that there? Is that enough?
That's enough for breakfast TV. We'll leave it there. So the dance is something old school. What sets the shifters apart? Why are you guys so hot at the moment, do you think?
I just feel that when we work and when we work towards something, we set our mind to it, we work super hard, and I just feel like we always want to give a good show to whoever's watching us. So yeah, I feel like that sets us apart from...
Well, right now, the whole nation is watching you, bro. I've been watching you perform. Your build-up to this was really cool, man. You guys are professional, but it looks like you're having the most amazing time and that your brother's out there, and that's the most important thing. So, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, performing to the unbelievable track, Goody, it's the Shifters!
Yeah, she made me feel good. Goosey's on my skin. That damn is good, yeah. Said I wanna make her feel good. Hands in my pants so I can't sit still. So good, yeah. Goody, 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 it's a goody, goody, goody. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, but I couldn't get that goody. Gotta get that goody so that booty gonna get it. I just want a cake, so she asked me, should I split it? What? No, she gotta go. Booty so big, it's disrupting the flow. They tight, a round of applause, it's a show. Scotty in motion, she helped me to grow. Bossing everywhere like she all in a rush. Berry on my mind like I can't get enough. Calling me Hillary, she not the duff. Beated it up, didn't know she was tough. Fighting that kitty, she liking it rough. I got the key and she stuck in the cuff. Tricks up my sleeve, I can show you the stuff. Hey, yeah, she made me feel Goosey's on my skin. Said I wanna make her feel hands in my pants so I can't sit still. So good. Goosey's on my skin. That damn is good, yeah. Said I wanna make her feel good. Hands in my pants so I can't sit still. So good, yeah. Put your right hand up, put your left hand up, put your foot to the floor, now. Put your right hand up, put your left hand up, put your foot to the floor, now. Put your right hand up, put your left hand up, put your foot to the floor, now. Good, Goosey's on my skin, so good, yeah.
Yeah, just feel that swagger.
Do you know you made it rain?
Guys, you made it rain with that dance. We have found the rain dance. It's the Shifters. It's your feel-good breakfast show. It's been an amazing week. Thank you to all of our guests. Phil, thank you so much to you, my friend. Been awesome having you here this morning. All of you out there, stay safe and have an awesome weekend.
Absolutely. We've got the Tropica contestants live on your show, on your feel-good breakfast show on Monday. And of course, the very first episode airing on Monday night. They're going to be in studio. You don't want to miss it.
Very exciting. And there's also our theatre roundup that we're bringing for you, so do not miss out on that.
Exactly. Relationship talks as well, being clingy or possessive. Can it be hurtful, harmful?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, just give me some space, man. Just give me some space. Listen, thank you very much for joining us. It's been a great week. Really, it's been a great Friday at that. Go out, have a phenomenal weekend, and we'll see you bright and early once again on Monday morning. And I hope that great.
It's raining!
Yeah, man. Listen, Cape Town Teens, if you guys are playing, pull through, support these guys. They're going to be there.
Stay
safe.
Stay young. We love you.
Cheers, guys.
Expresso Morning Show, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.